Question 13. Bridget plans to save $150 a month starting from today for 10 years. Jordan plans to save $175 a month for 10 years starting 1 month from today. So Bridget starts saving right now. But Jordan wait for a month. Both Bridget and Jordan expect to earn an average return of 8% on their savings. At the end of the 10th year, Jordan will have how much more than Bridget? This is a question. So both of them deposit different amount, but it's a 10-year plan for both. And the account give them the same interest rate. And they make monthly savings. So let's start from Bridget. Okay, Bridget start to save $150 a month. So this is the payment for Bridget. And it's 10 year. So Anne should be, he's making savings of every month for 10 years. So N should be 10 multiplied by 12. The rate should be 8%, but divided by 12. 8% is the annual interest rate. So they're making savings every month. So the rate should be 8% divided by 12. The PV for Bridget. Present value should be how much is in your account when you open this account. For Bridget, she put down $150 right away. So the present value, she has $150 in her account right now. So her present value should be $150. The future value is the question mark. Right, so this is the input for Bridget. For Jordan, interest rate is the same. This is for Jordan. And it's the same. And it's the same. Payment is $175 for Jordan. And present value, when Jordan opens the account, there's no money in it, so it's 0 here. So it's also asking for future value. Okay, so if you use future value function and you compare the future value of the two people, and you will get $4,391. Okay, so this is question number 13. Question number 14. What's the future value of weekly payment? There are 52 weeks in a year of $25 for 6 years at 10%. Remember, this $25 is weekly payment, and 10% is the annual interest rate, but you should use weekly interest rate since the payment is weekly. So, okay, so the rate here should be 10%, but remember, divided by 52. And should be 6 years. So how many weeks? Multiplied by 52. Payment should be $25. Present value, when you open this account, there's no money in it, so present value is 0. Future value is the question. Okay, so we should do ABS, future value, and this is the input. Okay, so this should be your answer. You should get $10,673.90. Question number 15. At the end of this month, Brian will start saving $80 a month. And he's employer will contribute an additional 25 cents for every dollar Brian saves. So this means 25% will be contributed by the employer. And he will work for 25 more years, and his retirement account is 11% return. How much will Brian have in his retirement account 25 years from now? Okay, so in this question, so Brian is saving $80 a month plus 25%. For the $80, you see, for each dollar, 25 cents will be added into the account. So for $80, the employer will add $20. So each month, Brian will have 80 plus 20 as his monthly saving. Okay, so he's making monthly saving. So the rate should be 11% divided by 12 because it's on a monthly basis, and should be 25 years multiplied by 12. PV doesn't say anything. Let's just assume there's nothing in his account. How much is the future value? 25 years from now, that's the future value. So this is the input. Okay, so this should be the function for in Excel. So this is question number 15. Question number 16, annuity due question. So Sky Investment offers an annuity due with semi-annual payment for 10 years at 7% interest. The annuity cost $90,000 today. What is the amount of each annuity payment? Okay, so there's a concept. It's called annuity due. We know what annuity is. Annuity due is just the same thing. It's a fixed amount of payment, but however, the payment will occur at the beginning of each period. That's called annuity due. Just like if you are getting Social Security payment, it's paid at the beginning of each month. It's like annuity due. Most of the annuities or other payment happened at the end of each period. It's called owner annuity or annuity. So when you see the word annuity due, you know the payment happened at the beginning of each year or each month or each quarter. So that's the difference. So for this question, it's a semi-annual payment for 10 years at 7%. So the annuity costs $90,000 today. So this is the present value. You put down $90,000 today and into the account, and you're getting returns of 7%. But the investment company don't give you a lump sum 10 years later. Instead, the investment company give you a fixed amount at the beginning of each half of the year for the next 10 years. How much is the amount of each annuity payment? This is the question. But the investment company pays twice a year. So the 7% is the annual interest rate. Each half the year, the interest rate should be half of 7%. So, okay. So the annuity cost $80,000 today. Okay. And to work out this problem, there's another variable we should define. Okay. So it's called type. And for this question, let's just try to work on the other inputs first. The present value, $90,000 should be the present value. Okay, so $90,000. Okay, the future value is in this account. How much does it worth? Since it's all taken out, the money is all taken out already. So by the end of year 10, so the future value is the balance of this account, which is 0, and the rate should be the semi-annual interest rate, which is 7% divided by 2, and is how many semi-annuals there in 10 years? 10 multiplied by 2 here. And also in Excel, in the past, we just ignored the variable type. And we say we either put down 0 for type or just use this default and just ignore that, because we are assuming the payment is happening by the end of each period. But like this case, the payment happened at the beginning of each period, then the type should be 1, not 0 anymore. So what you do, for example, for this question is asking you for how much is the payment, right? So the function should be ABS PMT is a function, 7% divided by 2, 10 multiplied by 2, and PV, 90,000, future value. This should be the ABS. No, and however, the 0 here is the future value. However, add another one, 1. And you see how many variables we have now? This is the rate, this is ampere, this is PV, this is future value, the last one, this is type. And we should get the answer if we copied it into Excel. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. That's right. See, so the last one is type. Or let's try from the function directly here. So it's a PMT function. Okay, so you see, so the rate is 8% divided by 2, right? 7% divided by 2. And ampere is 10 multiplied by 2. PV is 90,000. And future value is 0. And type. Now you see type. Read the definition. Type is a logical value payment at the beginning of the period equals to 1. Payment at the end of the period equals to 0 or omitted. So in this case, we should put 1 because the person receives the payment at the beginning of each semi-annually. So you see, so it's the same answer, just the sign is negative. So this is question number 16.